Tiny back and forth. Doncic. Into Jackson Hayes.
Luka Dončić with a fadeaway three to put Dallas in front by 2.
How did he get that through?
Fans around the world are voting, and one player is currently leading by a wide margin. Luka Dončić is on top of the All-Star fan vote across the entire NBA with more than 2.2 million votes. Giannis Antetokounmpo is right behind him. Nikola Jokić sits in third place, and Steph Curry remains highly ranked in the Western Conference. But what does this actually mean? Do fans really decide who starts the All-Star game? Or is this simply a reflection of popularity on social media? And what does this say about Luka's global influence right now? Let's take a step back and look at the full picture, what the numbers show, how fans are reacting, and how players and media factor into the race. NBA All-Star voting usually follows a familiar pattern. Fans cast their votes, the numbers are tallied, and the most popular players often end up in starting roles. Fans account for 50% of the final result, while the remaining half comes from NBA players and media members. That means that even though Luka currently leads the fan vote, a starting spot is not automatically guaranteed. But the gap he's created is large enough that it can't be ignored. This year, the league also introduced a new format with 3 teams, 2 American teams, and 1 world team. That change adds another layer of strategy and raises new questions. Will Luka play alongside other international stars or against them? Will teams be constructed to maximize chemistry or star power? And does being the top fan favorite influence how minutes and roles are distributed on the All-Star stage? From a performance standpoint, Luka Dončić is having another elite season. He's averaging around 28 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per game. He isn't just scoring, he's controlling possessions, creating open looks for teammates, and setting the pace of the game. That level of responsibility is a major reason fans connect with his play. Giannis Antetokounmpo, who continues to trail closely in fan voting, brings a different type of impact. His numbers are just as impressive, but his game is built on physical dominance and relentless pressure at the rim. Nikola Jokić, third in fan voting, remains an MVP-level player, defined by efficiency, vision, and the ability to dictate the flow of a game without forcing shots. Steph Curry, while ranked lower than usual in the West fan vote, still draws attention with his shooting range and off-ball movement that stretches defenses in ways no one else can. These differences in style are what fuel debate. Luka's creativity, Giannis's power, Jokic's intelligence, and Curry's precision all attract different audiences. And that contrast between skill sets is exactly why the All-Star conversation stays so active every year. Luka's fan support doesn't come from one country or one market. Votes are coming in from Europe, Asia, the Balkans, and beyond. His name trends across platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, often in multiple languages at the same time. At this point, this isn't just an all-star vote, it's a global signal of reach and recognition. But the question remains, how much does that global popularity actually matter in the final decision? The other 50% of the vote belongs to players and media members, who tend to focus on playoff performances, long-term consistency, and proven impact rather than online momentum. Will popularity outweigh experience, or will the traditional evaluators pull things back toward reputation and resume? Every viral clip, every post, and every reaction continues to add pressure to that balance. When you look at the players dominating the fan vote, you see 3 very different profiles and 3 very different reasons fans are clicking their names. Luka Dončić combines production, control, and visibility. His numbers are backed by responsibility. He runs the offense, makes late-game decisions, and handles the ball in almost every critical possession. Fans don't just watch him for scoring. They watch how he reads defenses, slows the game down when needed, and takes over when the moment demands it. That's a style that's easy to follow and easy to recognize. Giannis Antetokounmpo draws support through dominance. He attacks the paint, imposes his physicality, and remains a constant threat regardless of shooting nights. With MVP awards and a championship already on his resume, he represents reliability. For many fans and media members, Giannis is a known quantity. You know exactly what level you're getting. Nikola Jokić, meanwhile, may not dominate social media the same way, but his respect inside the league is undeniable. His fan support comes less from hype and more from appreciation. Efficiency, passing, and game control from the center position don't always translate into viral moments, but they matter deeply to coaches and players. What separates Luka right now is that he sits at the intersection of popularity and performance. He isn't leading the fan vote on name recognition alone. He's doing it while consistently producing at a high level. That's why the real question isn't whether he deserves the attention, but how that attention will translate when starter selections are finalized. This is where the real tension in the story begins. Will Luka's massive fan vote advantage be enough to lock in a starting spot, or will player and media ballots narrow the gap? Fan voting often reflects current momentum, while players and media tend to reward long-term consistency and playoff credibility. There's also a broader question at play. Do fans have more influence than ever before? Social media, international audiences, and the new All-Star format give an edge to players with global followings. Luka naturally benefits from that, as his support isn't tied to a single market or region. Then there's the basketball side. If Luka starts, how does he fit alongside other stars? Does the offense naturally flow through him? Does that change how the All-Star game is played under this new structure? And finally, there's what numbers don't show. Every vote, every debate, and every online discussion adds momentum. Right now, Luka Dončić isn't just part of the All-Star conversation. He's at the center of it. No matter how the final results shake out, the way fans are responding to him this year says a lot about how the NBA audience is evolving and what it means to be a global star today. So what do you think? Will Luka finish as an all-star starter, or will player and media votes change the outcome? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more NBA breakdowns, analysis, and updates on everything happening around all-star voting.